Hey everyone, so the overarching theme is this card, Stand Still. And when I look at this card, it reminds me of Native Americans exploring the swamplands, an ancient civilization that is very familiar with the way that it works and the benefits of it, and has this unique communication with this area. And then it makes me think about explorers who attempt to navigate these areas and are not able to do it as fluidly as these families who have been there for many, many years. And so I see you as both the explorer and the Native American. And it feels like by saying that, you are in a situation that you're very familiar with, that not many people would be able to navigate as fluidly as you can, but it's not necessarily a place that you want to be. It's not a place that you're not fully going to understand until you step out of this situation. You're not fully going to see the whole story until you get out of the situation. But it feels like right now you're stuck, or right now you think that you're stuck. And you're not happy with where you're at. It's like you're in the process of gaining that wisdom, because you have to go through the experiences in order to escape it. It's like appreciating something from a distance is much more fulfilling at this point than continuing to experience it. It's like it was satisfying at first. It was fine at first. There are some things that I appreciate and love about it, but I feel stuck. I feel like I need to move forward, and I don't know exactly what that is. So this could be a relationship, this could be a mindset, this could be an addiction, this could be a business proposal. It's something that, again, it feels tempting, or it feels good on the surface level, but as soon as you really get into where you're at currently with this, it's overwhelming, and it's not overwhelming in a good way. It's overwhelming in the sense that there's something negative associated with it. Whether this is like an example that I'm getting, we'll just use we'll use business, for instance. Let's say that you are starting a business with someone and they had really good ideas. They can financially back you, and they love what you're doing, and they just love your energy and what you're about. And so they propose ideas to you and try and get you into some sort of contract. And what you're discovering is this person does not have your they don't have good intentions. They're aggressive, they're greedy, they're again, it's the word of overwhelming. So it's like, it reminds me of narcissists, like narcissistic people. They try and just bombard you with information to just confuse you. And so it's kind of that same energy. Whether this is as malicious as I'm making it, right? Like, it could even be as simple as like your own mindset getting in the way, like you feeling like you're stuck in whatever circumstance you're in, and you're trying to find a way to just love yourself again or appreciate yourself again, right? And it's like falling back into those bad negative thinking patterns. Or it could be other examples I'm getting is just something that no longer serves you or has never ever really served you in the way that it's coming through, but it seemed fun at the time, or it seemed good at the time. And so well, I'm just being drawn to the moss up here, and I was thinking about chiggers. Chiggers, there's a lot of chiggers in these mosses, so be careful, people who are running around under these little mosses. But I was just thinking about that, and how it's kind of like when you look at something that's like really alluring and really beautiful and mystifying, and yet there's so many little details that are in it that you didn't really factor in. So even though I'm kind of painting this in like a very, I guess it's in a very negative or like that kind of light, it could also be something as you know, like a relationship that pushes you or challenges you, and or you know, birth, like becoming pregnant, because I do feel an energy of newness, like a new energy coming through. So this could be an actual birth, or this is a new energy of someone coming in, or it's like the shift that you're going into. But it could also be, it's like I didn't consider all of these little details, these finer details that I have to resolve, or I have to understand, or I have to learn about. It's like, you know, on the surface, I thought that I was ready for a relationship. I thought I could handle it, but this is a love that is overwhelming, that I'm realizing there are negative thinking patterns that I have, or there's negative things from my past that I need to resolve, or these little financial matters or whatever, of like when I project myself into the future of what I desire, then I need to resolve this so that I can efficiently move forward in this connection, right? Or if I want to have a healthy working relationship in this project, then I need to contribute in a way where I'm fully present and I'm fully aware of my gifts and my creative talents. It could be something like that, right? Because what I see as far as like what's coming in for you, like, you know, all of this that you're resolving and you're kind of leaving in the past, and you're really fully understanding, is all that hard work paying off. It's like the pearl in the oyster shell, like you're the pearl. That's what I see. Is like it's a rare opportunity, because I'm seeing it as a black pearl they're showing me a pearl, and then it's turning black, and a black pearl. So it's like this rare opportunity, this beautiful opportunity, it's a cherished opportunity that it's a gift to you. It's like your guides. It's you tuning in. It's like you tuning into the universal consciousness, or like the awareness, and seeing the options. It's like the possibilities of how to get what it is that you're looking for, or how to move past this standstill, how to get unstuck from these swamps and be able to, it's like becoming, it's like the explorer understanding and being taught by the natives. It's like you are being taught through this experience and through tapping into the consciousness and really being aware of what is available to you, what options are available to you, and taking those opportunities and taking those options. And it's like seeing an oyster, right? Like it's like this oyster, just like, they're showing me, I don't know if they filter the water or not, but that's what it's showing me, is like they're filtering and filtering and filtering, and they're personifying this oyster of like, all I do is filter the water, you know, and then all of a sudden realizing it is all like, not only, and swamps do that too. It's like you're filtering the negative. You're filtering the negative outside of these situations. You're filtering it out of your life, and it's developing, you know, all of the nutrients and the cohabitation. That's what I'm seeing, is like cohabitation. And it's kind of where that new energy is coming in through. That's why I was saying something about a baby too, and like this birth, or it's like a birth of a project, because it's like you connecting and being in alignment with people that make you feel peaceful, that make you feel like you're in this tranquil place. It's like it's not just a frame of mind, it's being present. It's being present. And you choosing to create happiness, you choosing that who you're surrounded by are circumstances and people who are also doing the same for themselves, you know, the majority of the time, because everyone's not perfect. And also seeing you as someone that they can appreciate and they can love and they can cherish and they respect. Because Spirit's saying you need to be responsible for your own creative talents or gifts or contributions. Like being responsible for identifying that. It's like you kind of, it's almost in a place of disrespect at this point towards yourself, because you're not recognizing, or you're not acknowledging just how strong you are, just how capable you are, just how it's kind of this word like finesse, like the way that you're able to, again, see different opportunities and different possibilities, and pulling out this inner strength in yourself to kind of pull weight in whatever this situation is. It's like you've been pulling a lot of weight in this, and you need to respect yourself and honor yourself and see that you've actually done a lot of work. You've done a lot of inner work, or you've been pulling all the weight, or you're just a lot more capable than you're giving yourself credit for. And by doing that, like being confident in yourself is it's a form of self-care, and it's a form of emotional intimacy within yourself. And that inner validation is allowing you to be more open to emotional intimacy within the connections outside of this, whatever it is I'm talking about. It's like you are now in a place that's more receptive to opportunities around you, and energetically what it's doing. And when I talked about that universal consciousness and tapping into that, you're sending out an energy that is going to be pulling in, that's going to be connecting, energetically connecting yourself to opportunities and people who are on that same frequency, on that same level, seeking out the same things, desiring the same things, and then you being able to maintain that within your connections, right? Because you can still, even if you're not on the same frequency, these people, you can still come across them, but you won't really be able to recognize it, or you won't be able to appreciate it if you aren't aware, if you aren't fully aware. And so it's you sending out these frequencies, these little feelers to people, so that when you meet them, you come across them, when you're connecting with them energetically and putting yourself in situations knowingly and unknowingly that are surrounding yourself with these opportunities and these people, that you'll be able to maintain that, or at least you'll be able to kind of jump off that energy. It's like, you know, when you have a good experience, you can kind of reframe your mind and recondition your mind to saying, I choose happiness, I choose good things, I am strong, I am focused, I am self-directed, I have the power, I take back my power, you know, I have these wonderful opportunities and realities available to me. And that's where you're headed, or that's where you're at, or that's at least where you're going. When you allow yourself to recognize these qualities within you and remove, because by recognize that quality in you, you're going to be removing those toxicities from the past. You're going to be removing the things that aren't serving you in the past. You're going to be filtering that out to create that pearl, right? And you're going to see that as what you're doing. You're not going to see yourself as just this little crustacean or whatever it is, mollusk, collecting sand at the bottom of the ocean. Like, you're gonna actually appreciate it for what it is. It's nourishing, it's filtering, it's such a beautiful life force, and so significant, so important to the way the world works. And then beyond that, just on surface value, it's also very beautiful and rare and unique, right? Like, in all angles, it's something very beautiful. And so that's what I see, is you're basically like, it's like you looking around and feeling like it's like, I want to take certain doors in order to get me to this opportunity, but I'm stuck here, so I can't even get to those doors. And then you not even realizing there's a trap door right there beneath you. And then you finally recognizing, understanding there's a trap door, taking the trap door, and then beneath that trap door, seeing all these adjacent possibilities, all these doors everywhere, all of these windows, you know, like we talked about my last video, windows of opportunities, you seeing those opportunities and you opening them, and it's exactly, it's like you have all of these different choices, and every single choice is something that would make you very, very happy. So you deciding, well, what is it today that I really want to pursue? What is it that I want to cultivate in my garden, in my life, right? And going, it's like beyond those garden gates, beyond those doors. What does that look like for you? And what can you do to contribute, right? Like, when you finally acknowledge all of these qualities within you, what are you doing with those qualities? What are you doing with those gifts? What are you doing with those opportunities? So that's what I see that's going on for you guys. And Archangel Metatron is coming through, so I would look into that. And Archangel Ariel is coming through as well. So if you want to look into those two archangels, maybe there is some message somewhere out there for you with that. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.